What is up, everybody? It is Goodman, and I'm signed back on for another video. So, in this video, which I'm going to now get to because I've just been deleting a bunch of videos so I could actually record this one, we are doing what you could say is a punch list day. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. So, we are at Lincoln again. I have many things that need to be done, and I think actually at the end of this video you're going to see the ending and be like, wait a second, Goodman, that was the ending from the last video. And yes, it is, because Colby, I mean, I'm not gonna say he doesn't know what he's doing. I think that I just put the wrong film on here, so whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't know what I'm doing with the filming stuff. You know, we had the series that I want to do on this one house, but we just got caught by the city of Birmingham. Do I really want to film a bunch of stuff? No, because now I'm like having to deal with like doing inspections and doing all this other stuff, which maybe that would be great content. I don't know. Goodman having to actually follow the rules. So we'll see. I don't know. I might just try to whatever. Anyway, we'll see. So right now, again, we're doing the punch list in this house, trying to get to the point where we can do an inspection. We have got things that Roberto still has to do. I'm just going through with things that I remember being a problem way back in the day, like the filters for your evac system, or for your, what is it called? Your filter, the filter for your exhaust system that you have on these things, that pretty much it just runs the air through this purifier, trying to get the smoke to not be so smoky. I'm not really sure exactly what these things do when they're not vented out, but they do something apparently. And you can see that plug still in the ground because I still haven't fixed it yet from Roberto putting the tile over the plug. Does that make any sense? No, but over the past few days we've actually had a lot of problems with Roberto. And boy, that looks like a very bad filter. Let's all take a look at that. That's crazy. I don't know, what could they be cooking on the stove that would cause so much? Oh my goodness, what caused this? Which is the cover that goes over the light bulb. Oh, I can't believe it. It's probably grease, because it's all they cook with. Every single house you walk into, in my houses, you will see the infamous pan of grease just sitting on the stove, just sitting there, just chilling out like a family member. Yes, that is all grease. I'm getting everything off, like I said, that I can remember Johnson getting mad at me. Johnson's the inspector for Section 8. So all the things I can remember him being mad about last time in this house or in any other house, I try to remember those things that are like really weird and esoteric, and then I go and I take care of them so that I don't have to deal with him being mad at me anymore, even though he'll always be mad at me. So again, going through everything, having to get a new bulb out because the other bulb is completely toast, as you could see with all the grease. That's just how things are. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I guess we just have lots and lots of grease. So anyway, light bulb works. That's good. They're never going to use it, but hey, if they did, they would definitely be able to use it. It'd be fantastic. So, like I was saying, Roberto, we're having a lot of problems with him lately. He's doing things that I don't agree with, both personally and professionally. He is sloppy in his work. He is the reason why we had to go get permits for this house that I was talking about. So yeah, things are not so good with Roberto right now, but he's still working. He's at one of my flip houses right now, working at it, trying to get that thing done. But I don't know, it's just weighing on my mind. And when it does, I just tell you guys about it, and that's just how things are. We had a problem with how these tenants had broken this chain and the flushing lever like 50 times, so I stopped fixing it. Now I will actually fix it. We'll put a nice new one in there, universal one, pop it in, and what do you know, this toilet should stop leaking. But I think that it hasn't actually. I think the tenant just called me that moved in here, and she was like, hey, I have like a $400 water bill, like what do you know about that? And I was like, I don't know about that, but I'll take care of it. So might have to go check on this and see what needs to be done about it. But again, oh, there goes that mirror. Dang, that almost broke. That's not good. Anyway, flapper goes in, new flapper. It's really simple to do these things. Like a lot of the things that I'm doing nowadays is just the simple stuff, but it's the time-consuming things that people don't want to do. But are you going to really hire a handyman to do all this stuff? Like this would probably be, at least material-wise, you're looking at probably like $150, something like that, maybe $200, and then probably another $250 or $300 on top of that, because these handyman are like charging up the butt to get like the most amount of money out of people. We still got all of the faceplates to put on for all of the electrical and everything like that. But again, we're getting to the point where we're going to be ready for an inspection. We're also really doing a punch list to get to the point of doing the floors, because once the floors are done, then we're done. So I have to get everything fixed and spick and span before the floors get finished so that we're not sitting there walking all over them. Inevitably, we're going to fail on some things, and that's perfectly fine. And when we do, we'll go back in, we'll take care of it, and then we will, clean up after ourselves. Toilet seat has to go. I mean, how many toilet seats have I put in this house? At least 3 in the time span that they live. I live with my parents, right? I was in their house at least 18 years, went to college, came back during college, and I lived there for another like 5 years. And I don't remember any time putting on a new toilet seat or having to tighten my toilet seat. It's crazy. But in this house, I think we've done 3 in like 5 years. But you know what? In their brains and in their minds, that's the way that's normalcy, okay? That's the normal way things should be. I disagree, but it's not really my choice. I love that I'm listening. I can hear some of the noises in the headphones over here. Anyway, we've got this pedestal sink. I hate pedestal sinks. I don't know if I've ever said that to you guys. Pedestal sinks are, I don't know, like they're spawn of Satan. I would say, like, if in hell, I think that every sink will be a pedestal sink. And I don't like them. They're very, especially for Section 8 stuff. They're not sturdy enough. They constantly are coming off the wall. They're never put in correctly whenever I find a house that has it in there. And I don't want to put them in anyway, so why would I try to do it correctly? Because I'm not going to, or put them in at all. So anyway, this one again is done what everyone has done, which is pulled away from the wall. So we're going to glue it back into position, which remember in the last video I talked about at the very end, you saw there was like a water key pushing against this. That's what I used to keep this thing pushed up against the wall all night long, so that the construction adhesive would actually catch and hold on to the wall, and I wouldn't have to deal with this problem anymore. Hopefully, the new tenant that moves in, she's got older sons, and she herself is a very nice person, and takes care of things very well. So I'm very happy with her. I'm very glad that she's in there, and yeah. So we'll see how that works out, and I hope it goes very well. Also, she works at. Sorry about that. Camera decided to die on me. But anyway, let's get back to the pedestal sink thing, which, like I was saying, is horrible and no one likes it. So I got that all nice spick and span. You get all the caulk off of it. You need to do that before you do these things. I used to not do that. And of course, nothing ever works properly when you don't do it properly. So getting everything off of it first, then getting the construction adhesive, which is just liquid nails, heavy duty. If you're going to do one of these things, just go for the most ridiculous one. Do not sit there and try to, I'll put the lesser version in here. Just put the best one so that you don't have to come back and redo this. Then, yeah, make sure you puncture that. Got to puncture it like 40 times apparently. Anywho, liquid nails in, push this up against the wall, and you'll be good to go. And hopefully this will hold, like I said, for a very, very long time. We're going to put the mirror back up and everything like that. This sink, I don't know how it survived the last tenants, but it did. So good on us, I guess. Very, very good. We're very happy. And this pedestal sink will be here until it falls off the wall. And when it falls off the wall, then I will go get a regular sink and put it in here. If it fits. The problem is, as you can see, the door makes it where this was an add-on bathroom. I didn't add this on. It was already in the house when I bought it. But as an add-on bathroom, they don't do the spacing right. And they don't make it where there's enough area. They do it as small of an area as possible and just cram everything in there as much as they possibly can, and that's how they leave it. So, and I got constructive adhesive all over my fingers, which of course is not going to come off with water. You need like gasoline or something to get that stuff off. So we'll see. I don't know. Anyway, so we got that part done. We've got the stove filter done for the exhaust, and we've got the what's it called? The bulb cover all peeled off of all of the nice gooey, ooey grease that is so beautifully put onto those things. And like when I do this stuff, I like to just throw all the trash everywhere. Hey, look, there it is. There's the water key being used as a little stand, and then I got the gloves on, getting a nice bead going so it looks nicer, even though it doesn't really matter. And then we'll put a little bit of paint on this at the end, because you can paint it. Should you? I don't know if it says you're supposed to. Probably not supposed to paint it, but I don't care. I just paint it anyway. It's not that big a deal. We have a GFCI plug there too. Isn't that nice? You wouldn't think that we would do something like that, but we did. So we went above and beyond anyone's wildest dreams. a lot of light switch stuff, a lot of plugs. Really, the electrical in this house didn't change. I've already put 200 amp service. I think I've already said this in another video. I put 200 amp service in here a long time ago for this tenant, or for the previous tenant, because she was having problems turning on her HVAC unit and then also having stuff on, because I think it was only 100 amp service, which was crazy. So we upgraded it to 200 amp service. So all the electrical is good in this house. So really all I ever have to do is just change out plugs and change out switches, and that's about it. And once I do that, then everything's good as new and I don't have to really worry about much, which is nice. So get to that point in the houses. I think that a lot of times getting the electrical and the plumbing where it needs to be is a good thing. On this house, we have the Christmas tree of pipes in the basement. I still haven't gone down there to fix that. I really do need to go down there and get that taken care of, but I am too lazy, and by lazy I mean I just have so much going on that I don't really want to do it. So after all of the electrical stuff gets done, we've got all the faceplates on, because I'm not going to sit here and show you guys faceplates like 10 times over and things like that. We've got them all over the entire house though, which is great. And like I said, punch day number 1 is pretty much come to a complete end right here. We've got a few more things to do before we're ready to do the floors. I got to get Roberto to come in here, get all the tile stuff taken care of, fix that plug. I actually think I leave that plug. I think I talked about it in the last video. I just leave the plug and don't really actually do anything about it, because it's still gonna work. No one's gonna see it's behind the stove, and you only need one plug for the stove because it's a gas stove. So does it really matter? Not really. So we'll probably just leave it the way it is. And like I said, this ending is just like the last ending, because Colby and I don't know how to talk to each other, and we also hate each other now. So that's just how things are. Or maybe this is actually a different ending, because I was going to climb through that. And last video, I did climb all the way through it, and then I came back, but I still got my gun, so I don't know what's going on. It doesn't really matter. I think this is the exact same video. But needless to say, thank you guys for watching. We're going to get through this house, okay? We're going to get to the point where we can move on to another one, where I can show you guys what's going on in real life, in real time. And you'll see the end product of this one. I mean, there's been a lot of work that's gone into it, and so I hope you guys have enjoyed the series. And yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff that you do helps me a lot. It helps out with growing the channel, which is all we want to do. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Have a good Mardi Gras. Well, this one I'm filming this. But anyway, have a good time. Bye-bye.
This is Goodman, back with another...